Rainlawn here. Today is another build showcase, and it's Tornado 6, which is a Tombfinger. So let us immediately start. Starting with the parts. The parts I'm using: grip, haymaker, a lot of damage, chamber, Tombfinger, it's the main weapon, and loader, killstream. I highly recommend using the splat over the killstream. Splat has a bigger magazine size than the killstream, but killstream has faster reload. The faster reload is such a minor thing that the bigger magazine ends up being a higher damage increase in total. So yeah, splat is much better than a killstream, so use killstream instead of splat. Something I highly recommend. So yeah, these are pretty much the parts I'm using. Let's start with the mods. The mods I'm using on this weapon is Hornet Strike for a lot of increased damage, Galvanized Diffusion, multi-shot, kill stuff, get even more multi-shot, Prime Pistol Gambit, a lot of critical chance, Frostbite, cold and status chance, Pistol Pestilence, toxin, status chance, toxin, cold, give you viral, Prime Target Cracker, critical damage. These two like each other a lot. Hemorrhage is a very underrated mod. What this does is when you proc impact, which this weapon has impact right here, has a 35% chance to proc slash, but if your fire rate is below 2.5, the 35 ends up being doubled, so it's 70% chance to proc slash on impact status proc. And as you can see here, my fire rate is below 2.5, it's 2.17, so I have a guaranteed chance to not guaranteed chance, but I have a very high chance to proc slash when I proc impact, and it's quite good. Highly recommend looking into this mod and swapping it with some other weapons. It's very noticeable damage increase. So yeah, it's a very underrated mod. I highly recommend. And for the last mod is Galvanized Shot. We're going to be hitting enemies directly, and also gives us slash chance. These are the mods I'm using. For the Arcanes, Pack Seeker, we're going to be shooting them in the head. If you kill enemies, you'll pretty much create 4 homing projectiles. They'll seek out enemies' heads, doing a lot of damage. It's quite good. And secondary Deadhead, we're going to be shooting them in the head anyways, again. So precision headshots gives you 120% increased damage, stacks up 3 times. So that's 360% damage increase, and also plus 30% to headshot multiplier. It's quite good, and 50% weapon recoil. It's very noticeable, and yeah, Deadhead is pretty much made for this weapon. So yeah, these are the mods I'm using, the Arcanes, stats. Time for me to show you in game. So I'm gonna spawn level 55, Arcane Battle Group. I'm going to shoot them in the head, and yeah, they just, yeah, one shot. You can see when I shoot this guy in the head, he'll create this homing. Oh, they disappeared. Let me just show you again what the Pack Seeker does. So I shoot this butcher in the head, he'll release these projectiles. They're kinda invisible because of the color I'm using, but you can see that it just seeks enemies' heads and it does a lot of damage. It's very good. For low level missions, this weapon destroys. For higher level missions, I'm going to spawn at level 195, Steel Path version, and it's gonna do exactly the same thing. Just going to one-shot them. Pack Seeker is gonna do a lot of damage. You can see when I shoot this heavy gunner, impact is proc. When you proc impact, we have a 70% chance to proc slash. So we're gonna shoot this guy. You can see slash has been procced. Let's gonna shoot this guy here. Oh, he's dead. This guy. Oh, I missed. There we go. This guy, Vorden. Look how powerful the slash procs are. 200k is huge. 300k, it's very, very good. Hemorrhage is a very underrated mod. Makes this weapon not only hits like a truck, it also procs a dot that hits like a truck, and it's quite effective. Now imagine if you're using some kind of buffer like a Mirage or Siren or Rhino. Let's use my Doom guy right here and use Nourish and Roar. It's just going to one-shot them. Now imagine if you use your Mirage, it will do you more damage. But yeah, it's quite disgusting. Let's get some deadhead shot stacks. Yeah, it's quite good. If you want a very powerful single target pistol, this annihilates anything. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the build. And thank you everybody for watching. And please leave a like, it will help me out a lot. And see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.